Good evening, Eric here with your 2019 Post CrossFit Open programming update. So before we get into the nuts and bolts of the upcoming programming, I want to give a few shout outs. First of all, to everyone who competed in the CrossFit Open this year, particularly if it was your first time doing the Open. We hope it was a great experience. Now for the leaderboard, on the female side, our top three athletes were Meg, Caitlin, and Elizabeth. And for the male side, Seamus and Jonathan tied for first place with Leo coming in third. Congratulations, everybody. And one more round of shout-outs to Seamus, Leo, Larry, and Duncan, who participated in CrossFit East River's first ever city bike triathlon. It was a ton of fun, and we will do it again this year. Okay, our old framework of programming needs to be adapted because there will be two CrossFit Opens this year in 2019. We're anticipating the second one to be around October. So this was what our framework we were using prior, anticipating the Open in February or March. So yes, we will shift this towards October, but you'll also see a shift. As you see, there's a bias for each of these periods. For example, summer, it's a strength, develop sustainable strength is the bias of the programming. We're going to be putting the bias into the extra programming, and more on that in a moment. So what are the goals for the upcoming programming? Last year this time, we created a program called KISS, Keep It Strong and Simple, and we tested out over 9 weeks. We'll be doing something similar this year. However, our benchmarks will be different. For weightlifting, we will be testing the clean next week. Gymnastics, a 5-rep chest to bar pull-up max. For a lot of us, we may not have even 5 chest to bar pull-ups unweighted, so it's a great benchmark to test. And for conditioning, Amanda, a great benchmark workout with 2 high school movements. That's the snatch and muscle-ups, and a 5K row. So we picked these because they give us a really well-rounded base of fitness to measure. If you excel in these 4 movements, you'll have no problem with, or these 4 benchmark workouts and movements, you'll have no problem with the majority of CrossFit workouts. So let's talk about the extra programming, which I mentioned the bias will be snuck into. So it's going to have a weightlifting focus over the next 9 weeks, that post-open cycle, and the extra programming will be broken up into A, B, and C days. So if you saw the programming last week, it'll continue in a similar fashion. With the A day, you can do it on Monday and Tuesday, B day, Wednesday and Thursday, and the C day, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So this gives you some options. However, there will be no extra programming next week, which is our testing week. That being said, I hope everybody is really excited to come to the gym next week to test these 4 benchmarks. I know I am, and I hope to see you in there.